Hello. One of the world's greatest Olympic gymnasts, Simone Biles, has claimed that she too was abused by a former doctor for the United States team. She is the latest athlete to accuse Larry Nassar of sexual abuse. He's already been jailed for 60 years for possessing indecent images of children, and he's admitted assaulting a female gymnast. He'll be sentenced this month. Andrew Plant reports.
She is a four-time Olympic champion. With 19 combined world and Olympic medals, she is America's most decorated gymnast. Now, in a statement, the star of the Rio Games has said she was sexually abused by the former Team USA gymnastics sports doctor Larry Nassar. Nassar has already been jailed, sentenced to 60 years for possessing indecent images of children. He's also been accused by other gymnasts of sexual abuse, has admitted assault in 2 criminal cases, and will be sentenced for those this month. Her talent clear from a young age, Simone Biles is regarded by many as the greatest to ever perform in her sport. Teammates have said that Nassar's abuse came under the guise of medical treatment. In her statement, Biles says she won't allow the former team doctor to steal her love and joy. The 54-year-old was jailed in December after child pornography was found on his computer. Simone Biles said she was not afraid to tell her story anymore, adding, "It's impossibly difficult to relive these experiences, and it breaks my heart that as I work towards my dream of competing in Tokyo 2020, I will have to continually return to the same training facility where I was abused." Andrew Plant, BBC News.
Well, Rachel Den Hollander was the first person to speak up about Dr. Larry Nassar. She was abused when she was a 15-year-old gymnast. She's now gone on to be a lawyer. She'll be at his sentencing hearing that starts on Tuesday. I asked her what she expects.
I think it's going to be a really emotionally difficult hearing. There are over 90 survivors that will be giving victim impact statements. And so I expect it to be difficult, but I also expect it to be very freeing, for the truth to be able to be heard and for these survivors to be able to raise their voices in a context where they're being believed, I think will be very powerful.
Rachel, you were the first whistleblower on all this. You've been right through it, as an athlete, of course, as a victim at 15, a survivor, and now a lawyer. What is your take on the whole thing?
I think it really shines light on the broader cultural problems that we have. The reason Larry Nassar's story was even able to come to light was because the Indianapolis Star did an explosive expose on USAG's, United States Association of Gymnastics, just abhorrent failure in handling sexual assault allegations. It came out during some criminal trials for member coaches of USAG that USAG had a policy of literally burying reports of sexual assault against member coaches, putting them in a file cabinet. And it came out that they had buried 54 files on member coaches who had been accused of sexual assault just within a 10-year period. And so when you see the number of victims that are coming forward with the Larry Nassar investigation, what you're really seeing is a drop in the bucket. You're seeing the symptoms of a cultural problem at USAG and at MSU both.
Rachel, what impact do you think it will have that Simone Biles has decided to talk about this?
I really hope that it will draw attention again to the broader cultural problem. Larry is a symptom of the problem. The fact that so many elite gymnasts have suffered just horrific sexual abuse at his hands is because of the policies that USAG had that created an environment where it was safe for predators to prey on little girls, to prey even on their most premier athletes. When you have an organization that sets the tone of not reporting allegations of sexual abuse, that literally buries those reports in a file cabinet, and then that goes so far as to defend that practice of burying these reports in under oath testimony in criminal trials, you've really created the perfect dynamic for a sexual predator to flourish. And that's precisely what you see at USAG, not just with Larry, but with so many member coaches and other elite coaches.
Just briefly, Rachel, of course, you're a lawyer. No, we can't accuse people who are not here to speak for themselves, but it sounds very clearly as if you expect to see other people in the dock at some point.
No, these actually are gymnasts that have come forward. For example, there was the reason that this came to light was because a USAG certified coach named William McCabe was prosecuted for sexually abusing gymnasts. And in his trial, it was revealed that USAG had a file about 2 inches thick of reports about William McCabe. And Director Steve Penny, the president of USAG at the time, was called to give an under oath deposition and was questioned about USAG's policy and about the fact that they had this file on William McCabe and had not reported it. And Director Penny's response to that, in his under oath testimony, this is public record, was that they had that policy because they wanted to, quote unquote, avoid a witch hunt. So this is a matter of public record that has been supported in court documentation by numerous victims, and that USAG has responded to publicly, and they have defended that policy.
Rachel Den Hollander there, the first whistleblower, and with some tough words for USAG, USA Gymnastics, who have given us a statement. The organisation says it is absolutely heartbroken, sorry and angry that Simone Biles or any of our athletes have been harmed by the horrific acts of Larry Nassar. It goes on to say, we are our athletes' advocates. And the statement also says USA Gymnastics will continue to listen to our athletes and our members in our efforts of creating a culture of empowerment with a relentless focus on athlete safety every single day.